Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Take on Tottenham. My name is Ben, and this is my take on Tottenham. And full-time result: Tottenham 2, Leeds United 1. That's right. We finally scored a goal. We finally had shots on target as well. So, a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. It was not plain sailing at all. So let's just get into it. First half. Oh my God, it was pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty bad to watch. It was not good on the eye. Even in the first sort of 10-15 minutes, it was a sloppy start. Could not hold possession either. Leeds really were impressive the first half. They really, really were. They fully deserved their lead. They really took the game to Spurs. And dominated the first half. Really, they were in our half more, pushing us back. Like I said, we couldn't hold possession, and it was just bad. Like I found particularly Lucas Moura's passing was pretty bad today. Emerson Royale as well on the right was struggling. The team as a whole was struggling, of course, but just a few highlights from that. I found the biggest issue that Spurs had the wing backs. We weren't utilising the wing backs. They weren't going forward. We were trying to play it through the middle, which just wasn't working. Leeds had everything covered at any time Spurs tried to do something, and it was so lacklustre from Spurs. And as soon, of course, how fate works against me, I wrote wing backs not going forward, and then they immediately sent the wing backs forward and had a chance. It's just how it happens. I think I had the same thing later for the second half as well, where I wrote something down that they weren't doing, and then they did it. About 40 minutes in, it summed up Tottenham's half. It was absolutely infuriating to see what happened. So Sergio Reguilon had a throw in. It looked like it was going out for a corner. It went out for a throw in, right in the Leeds corner, right there, right. Yeah. And somehow, it ended up going back to Lloris, and it's like if and the team majority of today majority. I say majority. Obviously, the second half was a completely different story. I say majority. The team today, for that first half in particular, just looked like they didn't know how to go forward. They looked like they were scared. They looked timid, and all these things that are equating to everything that they've struggled with in the past 3 games, where they've not had a shot on target. And I generally got into that going into that first half break, and I just went, this is not looking good, and this could very well be another performance where they don't have a shot on target. And then Leeds got the goal. It was good goal from Leeds, Dan James, but not good enough from Emerson Royale. Got beat way too easily, and the marking between Reguilon and Ben Davies, Dan James was able to just come straight in between, tap it in, Bob's your uncle, Second half, Spurs came out, completely different team. 2 chances very early on in the second half, both hit the woodwork. I think, what was the first one? Harry Kane's chance was the first chance. And Sonny got the second one. Sonny's effort took a deflection, which hit the bar. And then, again, like I said, I wrote something and then the opposite thing happened. So Lucas Moura, before that, I was watching just Moura's performance. And he had this 5-minute spell where he'd get the ball and then pass it and just give the possession away. And it happened about 5 or 6 times. Really bad passing. Really great on the ball, we all know this, but passing-wise, just kept giving the ball away. Every single pass he made to a Spurs player found a Leeds player, and it was really frustrating. I wrote that down, and then we got our equaliser, courtesy of Lucas Moura with the assist. Really good play from him. Kind of a little bit reminiscent from his goals in Amsterdam against Ajax, where kind of took it away from the keeper to come back, but found Højbjerg. Bit of a scuff finish from Højbjerg, but it was a goal. We will take a goal. We haven't had a goal for what feels like a millennium. Um, a millennia. Yeah, I don't know. It was a weird goal. It was a really weird goal. Højbjerg, not the one really that he scored some good goals in his time, but he's had most of the time when he shoots, it's not great. And like I said, it was a bit of a scuff goal, but we'll take it. It was a nice little finish. Got us back in the game, and luckily Spurs pushed on from there. Really did. Better half, better. They were using the wing backs way more. Emerson Royale, Sergio Reguilon, absolutely. Bombing it up and down that wing so much. Once they got into their rhythm. And then we managed to get a free kick. I was really hoping Harry Kane wasn't going to take it. They were saying that he was going to take the free kick, and I was like, please God no, because most of the time every Harry Kane free kick hits the wall. And luckily he stepped away. Eric Dyer stepped up, which we know he can take a free kick, but again he doesn't really score many. So it's a very different case from when we had Ericsson taking them. Took a deflection, hit the woodwork for the third time in the half, and luckily Reguilon reacted fastest to it and smashed it in the back of the net, and that was that really. And Spurs did push on. Leeds tried to get back into the game, but I felt obviously more, the more that Leeds tried to get back into the game, that opened them up. We hit them on counter attack a few times, but no more goals after that. And yeah, Spurs managed to get the win. It was a really brilliant turnaround from what was a absolutely horrific first half that they had. But yeah, really good comeback from Spurs. I think Leeds fans will be looking at that going, how did we come away with nothing? Because what they must have seen was a team there for the taking after that first half showing, and they'll probably be a bit sort of confused at how that's happened. But I have to praise Spurs for the comeback. It was a good turnaround. It would have been very interesting to see what Conte was saying to them at half time, but obviously it's done something. A little shout out for Ryan Sessegnon. I'm a massive Sessegnon fan, and I think he's been so unlucky since he signed for Spurs, because he's just been unlucky with injuries. Then he was loaned out to I can't remember where he was loaned out to now. He was loaned out to the German league anyway. I can't remember the team. But yeah, he was loaned out. Had an okay loan spell, but and then I think he came back and was injured again. So I'm a massive fan. I was really happy when we signed Sessegnon, and unfortunately he's just had a really tough time with injuries and stuff since he's joined Spurs, and really good to just see him come on, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes under Conte. Obviously he's a wing back, he's a left wing back, so and from what I've seen of Sessegnon when he has had this time as Spurs, it was been quite promising. So I'm really happy that he's been able to come on today, and hopefully we'll see him push on now for the rest of the season. Little shout out to the main man of the hour, Antonio Conte. Just before we wrap up the video, my God, that man is enthusiastic. Wow, I knew he was a charismatic guy. I knew he was enthusiastic. I knew he had a lot about him, but seeing just how he was during the match, geeing the fans up, and seeing him at the full-time whistle, my God, you would have thought that we'd won the league at that. He absolutely erupted at the full-time whistle, just going like that to the fans and hugging every single player, like he like they said, like they've won the league, and it was definitely something to see. It was definitely something. Like I said, he's geeing up the crowd during the match, and then they get going, and then and it's just great. And I'm no disrespect to Nuno when I say this, but I never ever would have got that from Nuno. And I'm not trying to have a go. We've moved on. Whatever's happened, but I wouldn't see I don't think we'd ever have seen that type of stuff happening from Nuno, and I think that maybe tells its own story. I don't know, but Conte's just got that infectious, charisma about him, and obviously when fans seem like that on the touchline, they're gonna react to it, and yeah, it's quite cool to see. It really is. It's a very interesting guy. Um, so yeah, so we are in action on Thursday in the Europa Conference League, and it's against NS Mura. So that'll be an interesting game, I'm sure. And in the Premier League, we're in action on Sunday against Burnley away. So that will also be a very interesting game. We have moved up to 7th now, 1 point off 5th, which is Arsenal in 5th. And I think West Ham are in 4th on 23 points. We're on 19 points at the minute. So, and Wolves have somehow crept up to 6th. Where they came from, I have no idea. But it shows how tight the league is so far this season. It really is. So you can jump up and down loads. So, but yeah, good win, much needed win. And yeah, we will hopefully push on next weekend against Burnley. Need to get some momentum really, but yeah, really good performance in the second half. I have to just say the second half. I'm not saying anything about the first half. It was terrible. But yeah, we go again next weekend. So let me know what you thought in the comment section about the turnaround, and what do you think about Conte. Very interesting bloke. So if you like what you've seen, please hit the subscribe button, the like button. You know how it all is, and I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, come on, you Spurs.